Well, good day, viewers, and welcome to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And today is Friday. Happy Friday. And one reason why it's a happy Friday is we didn't get any of the 20 centimeters of snow that they were saying we were supposed to get. Anyway, we're still clouds and some rain and stuff, but anyway, we got away without having that snow that some people got. And let's see now, I don't even have my weather set up here yet. I was looking up bolt torques yesterday. Alright, we'll see if we can get the weather going here. Get a updated version. And there we go. So 2 degrees today. And they're saying mix of rain and snow. And we have windy today a little bit. The east wind is 53 kilometers an hour. So 36 degrees Fahrenheit or a 33 mile an hour wind. So there we go. So they are saying now the weather warning is gone, so we don't have that anymore. 6 degrees today and still nasty for the next couple of days, just kind of messy, wet flurries and stuff. So, but look at that. Monday, 10 degrees and sunny. Could be a wood cutting day. Anyway, weekend is indoors time, that's for sure. What am I doing today? Well, I'm going to update you a little bit more on the Kohler K241 engine I've been fooling with. And this will be part 4. I actually had a fellow here this morning looking for a crank for a K341. I'd like to have that engine. That's a 16 horsepower engine, and that's what I want. Anyway, he's looking for a crank. So, and I don't know if I have one or not. We'd near have to see it, I guess, but I think all the 12, 14, and 16 engines are the same crank, other than what the engine was used for. Let's say a generator or something. Some cranks had different ends on them. They all had the same stroke, but they had like some of them had a long end on the PTO end like that, or a short one. Some PTO shafts are only this long. And then some of them are tapered, so it'll be like a generator thing. Anyway, I doubt that he'll ever find one. And he's been told that it can't get ground because it's already, or it's no good, or it's too far gone, I guess, or something. But I think I'd be. Anyway, I guess if you can't get a rod, well, that's pretty well it, I guess. So, what am I doing here today? Well, I got this cleaned up yesterday, and I got some. I got some cleaning done on the gasket meeting surfaces there. And I got looking in that gasket set. So I did find basically what I'm looking for. This is for the dipstick mounting. That's for, this one is for the points cover. These two are for the breather. And this one is for the cover for the can. So I got most of that stuff anyway, so like I say, the only thing I'm going to have to keep looking at, because I think I have more sets, but I'm pretty sure I need a base gasket for here. But I'm pretty sure all the sets will have that gone, because that's the other base gasket. That base gasket there fits the engine in this tractor, and it fits, you can see it in here, huh? Yeah, I can't see it, I guess. Anyway, on this old stationary engine, the block, that other base gasket fits that engine. So there's a lot of different types of blocks for some reason. I don't understand that either, but as you can see on this one down here, see this gasket here fits this engine. See how it's built out there at the bottom where the holes are. Now in some cases that block there will take this base, and that fits into 4 tractors. But can't get down here. I can't get back up maybe. But some blocks, like this part here, is open so that you can have your dipstick there. And this one is not. No opening in underneath there. A lot of those are open here. And that's why you have to use this gasket. Because that gasket on that one won't come across here and fill the gap, because it's open in this area. And it's only this gasket that will close that. Anyway, I guess I'm getting off kilter again, but there's a lot of different bases for some reason, and I don't really understand all that, but anyway, if I had to, I could make a gasket. Just get a piece of gasket paper and bang, 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 bang along with a hammer and make one. But I'm just going to use this gasket making stuff here. So what else did I find? Oh yes, into trouble with the carburetor. I thought I could use this carburetor, but I can't, I guess. There's no choke in it. Somebody gaffled the choke out of it for some reason. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. This one is full of mud. I don't like that idea. So I'm not sure. Now this is a number 26 carburetor. Now, if I can get my flashlight. And this one, you can see in there. I got myself in the wrong spot. Set this up here maybe. There. Get some light on it a bit. That's a number 26 carburetor, and those are for 10 horsepower engines. Now, I can't remember what was for a 12. It's either a 26 or a 28 carburetor. And a 14 engine uses, this is a 14 engine, so it can use 28 or 30. And I think this one is, yes, this one is a 30. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's a 30. So really it's just the bore through it is bigger. I guess that's the idea. More fuel. So that engine, a 14, can use a 28 or a 30. And the 16 engine that's in the Ford over there would only use a 30. So that being a 30, I don't know. And I can't remember what this one is on the stationary engine here. So it's going to have to be either that carburetor or that carburetor. So the 30 carburetor on the 10 horsepower engine, where it's supposed to have a 26 carburetor, so the 30 carburetor could be kind of like a 4-barrel. give her more fuel, boy. Anyway, what else did I do? That's just hard to know what I did. So I read another little test here for testing the charging system. So you take a screwdriver, you hold it in by each magnet, and you hold it about 3/4 of an inch away from the magnet, and then it should pull into it. Like that. So all the magnets are good. Now, if there was a magnet that wouldn't do that, your charging would be less, apparently. Now, I have another test here to do. I have to get you kind of set up here. I got this information from, and I knew that there was probably a test, but I didn't have the information. An ohms or resistance or some kind of a test like that. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see or not. Oh, yeah, you might. Anyway, Joseph at Garden Tractor Boy gave me some information on how to test that coil. And he figures the resistance should be 0.064 to 0.2 ohms. That would mean that the stator is good. If the reading is infinity ohms, the stator is dead. So thanks a lot, Joseph, for that information, and we'll give that a try right here for right now. I just hope But I can stay out of the way, and that this thing will stay in place. Stay in place, you. Can you see it there? Yeah, it might be. All right, I'll try and stay out of the way, maybe. I'll see what I can do here. If you can see that or not. Okay. Yeah, I can't hold still enough. So we have 0.3. It's a little bit out of the range that Joseph has there, but I kind of think that it'll still work. So there's 3 ways to check that. You do a resistance checks, just a normal continuity check, and a short to ground check. Those 3 tests will tell you whether this will work or not. And then testing your magnets. So you have all that done, then it should work. And you have a good regulator on the machine, you'll have charging. All right, so what else are we on to here? I'll shut this off. So I'm probably gonna post this one this evening. So I'm gonna try and when I do a day's work on this, then and I'll do the video that day. I'll try and post it the same day. So this will be number 4, part 4 on this. Anyway, we're moving along here a little bit. We're coming into the slow stuff now. And the slow stuff meaning is trying to find where I'm going to find parts. I have the parts here more than likely, and I just got to find them. So there could be 2 to 3 engines to make one engine here yet. I don't know for sure. This engine is down here. It had a rod go bad in it, and when it let go, it took a piece out of the sleeve at the bottom there. That may not really hamper the engine a lot, but I'm not experienced enough to know that for sure. Anyway, valve sizes are the same as the 10, so the only difference is I think it's got a wee little bit bigger bore and it's got a longer stroke. Anyway, that's that. So, and that's the other thing about these engines. You can see how this one, the dipstick, goes into the block there. But the dipstick on this one, I don't know if I can show you now or not. The dipstick here, like on that one I just showed you, goes in here. And on this engine it goes down and gets bolted on here. Oh, that's kind of odd. And then some of them, well, like this one over here, it has that different block, as I was mentioning about the base gasket. The dipstick goes there. Oh, it's a funny system they had. Why ever, I guess. I don't know if the manufacturers of the tractors said that's the way they wanted it, or they just built them like that just to have, I guess. Or I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling again, so what else are we going to do here now? Like I say, this is going to take some time because I got to find things and figure out what I'm going to do. I do have the base breather figured out, so I think I got that all figured out. But I have to find an air cleaner for it so that this breather can go into the air cleaner. Or if I could find another cover. They just kind of vented themselves to the atmosphere on the older engines. So yeah, I still got to clean out in the inside of the block there yet. I didn't do that yet. So today I'll be at that. And the other thing I found, if you might have some interest in this, anybody doing these, and I don't know if it applies to the 12, 14, and 16 engines, but for this 10 engine, I put bolts in here yesterday for the fuel pump opening. And I thought I better see where them holes go. So those holes go directly right into the base. So these holes over here don't. So these bolts really should be sealed because there could be oil come out of there. So that's what I did. I sealed those. I just put a little bit of this stuff on the threads at the head end of the thread. So it'll seal that end, but not put any of that pipe dope into the base. So this is good for oils, propane, natural gas, air, you name it, it's good for it, I guess. So I did that yesterday, and I don't know, I never knew that, so that's something new to me. That is a spot where you could just drive yourself pretty well crazy trying to figure out why it's leaking. It's just a bolt directly right into the base. So anyway, I got that fixed up. Now I don't know if these engines, like the 12 and the 14, 16, they may have a different part of this block here, and it may not go into the base. I don't know that. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. So I'm going to post this later today. I already posted one this morning, but I'm going to try and kind of catch up here so that when I do something to it, I'll post that day of it. It kind of keeps me more in line so I can't get screwed up, I guess. So. All right. I can't think of anything else right at the moment. So like I say, I got to start looking for numerous different things, but I think the first thing I'm going to do today is finish cleaning up in the interior of that and doing more gasket cleaning. I got to clean the breather covers, the gasket matings parts on that. I've got to find a cover for the cam, and I've got to find a cover and a set of points and a pin for the points. So all that stuff is on this engine, so that's going to get robbed off of there, I'd say. The other thing I'd like to say, and I should probably show you if I can do that, and I might have already done this, I don't know, but I had this problem before once and ran into trouble, of course. Another blown up engine because of my mistake. Yeah. This was quite a few years ago that this happened. So it's amazing how you learn, but I mean, it's not a nice thing to blow up an engine. And of course you learn, but it's expensive. Expensive learning, of course. All right, now where am I going to go here? Yeah, okay. I'll take this way. And we'll learn this over. Over you go. This is something I want to show before I forget. I end up having the base on and then remembering. Alright, now we'll turn this over. Alright. Now, this hole in the rod, I put some oil in that the other day and it's seeped itself in, so that's good. Now when you're putting an engine back together, that hole has to be toward the cam. This hole, this way, but towards that, because this will fit on the other way, so that the hole would be down there. And that way, it doesn't get lubricated. And over a short period of time, the rod seizes to the crank, breaks, and there you are with a broken engine. So always put that hole towards the cam when you are doing these. I learned the hard way, of course. So, and it is my fault, but we had an engine that we got and thought it was a good engine, but we thought that we should take it apart and look, so we did. And when we put it back together, we put it back the way we took it apart. So this was in wrong, and we just put it back together the way it came out. But it had been in wrong to begin with, so my fault, of course, but I should have checked. But of course, when you're not trained in this stuff, you kind of don't know, you don't think of that, I guess, but that hole has to be on the camshaft side. And I will try and find. I'm probably getting too long on this video anyway, I guess now, am I? There it is right there. This comes in some of the engine kits that you buy. All right, past the 30-minute mark, of course. Camera shuts off. So there you can kind of see on that it says all Kohler rods. Oil holes go toward the can. So I learned that lesson the hard way. So anyway, I guess we'll shut you off there. We're running on too long again. I thought this was going to be a short video. Anyway, have a good day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. Goodbye now.